Okay, good evening, everyone. This is Sachin Karnik here. Today is the 17th of February, 2026. We are in week number 7, I believe. Week number 7, year number 3 of the online Angel Wings online personal transformation program. This is an extraordinary journey. I want to just review a couple of things here before we get into today's presentation. One is that point number 1, this is year number 3. Meaning, if you haven't gone through the first 2 years, perfectly all right. You can attend all the workshops, no problem. But try to listen to some of the past recordings because that will help a lot in trying to really open that door into self-mastery. Our theme this year, our goal this year is to crack the door open into self-mastery. Self-mastery is possible. It is a state of living and being in a state where there is sustained balance. That's what we had last year. And on that substratum, on the foundation of sustained balance, there is the masterful placing and removing energy across 12 dimensions. And of course, using time wisely. Right? This is the general idea. Now, we're going to pick it up from where we were last time because if you remember, one of the key points which I've mentioned on many occasions is to build our life 1 hour at a time, right? This is a basic idea. There is an extensive publication that'll come out at the end of this year or maybe before that at some point on the hour-by-hour follow-through. It's a technical presentation, technical book that will come out at some point, and that'll be available for all of you. But I'm going to be reading some pieces from there, and we're going to examine some pieces from there every single week because that's what it's all about. Our goal this year is to apply the concepts that are being presented. That was the goal right from beginning. We've understood a lot of ideas. It's about application. Application is where the entire mastery process actually begins. So I'm going to do a little screen share here with you. Give me just a moment. There's a paragraph we'll be looking at, and let's see where that takes us. Take a look at this paragraph. This might seem like a very unusual thing to say. Just hold on one second. Hopefully you can see it. The title of this paragraph is that why motivation, vision, and self-concept cannot stabilize mastery. This is interesting. We generally feel I should be very, very motivated. I should have a great vision. I should have the best concept of myself, and I will just achieve the highest mastery. And that is not true. Are those qualities important? Are they necessary? Yes. Motivation, vision, self-concept, but they do not stabilize self-mastery. Why? Let's look at that paragraph carefully. Let's look at that first sentence. I'm going to read it and then we'll break it down very carefully. Motivation and vision function most powerfully at the level of initiation, but they cannot be designed to guarantee persistence under conditions of fatigue, stress, boredom, ambiguity, or competing rewards. Just to understand that sentence, we want to be very clear. First of all, is motivation and vision necessary? Yes. Vision about the next hour, vision about the next day, vision about our life goals, all those things, right? Motivation from inside, to be motivated, to have that energy to have that zeal to keep moving forward. Yes, they're necessary. But what do? They function most powerfully at the level of initiation. Where do they function? They function when we initiate. Initiate what? The transition from intention to first action. Look at the very brief definition here. I've highlighted it here for you. As I mentioned, these concepts and ideas need to be very clear. My presentation is conceptual during the Tuesday evenings right now. Why is it conceptual? Because that's where we have to begin. We have to it is my humble request to all of you, please, please, please make sure these concepts are crystal clear. If there's even the slightest distortion or something is not clear, please ask. I will sit with you and talk to you as long as necessary until it is clear in one's mind. And then from that clarity can only we apply it. There's no way to apply these ideas until they're clear, right? So today, if you're taking notes, write these words down: motivation and vision. Write these two words down. Where are they powerful? How do they function? Where are they most meaningful? They're meaningful at the level of initiation. What is initiation? It's the transition from intention to first action. For example, I may be motivated to go for a run, let's say a 5-mile run. Let's say if I'm able to do that, I could have the motivation. That's fine. I have an intention, and then that motivation initiates my running. That's as far as motivation goes. And then what happens? I have to maintain that motivation, but that motivation may not remain because look at the second part. Fatigue, stress, boredom, ambiguity, competing rewards. There are 5 points. This is what prevents motivation and even vision from sustaining until the goal. I hope these points are clear. You can ask questions if you want, no problem at all. You can wait until I'm done if you want. That might be a little bit better. This is the common problem in humanity. The common problem in humanity is that people have this initiated motivation. Wow, I want to do this and I want to do this, I want to do this. I get bubbly and all that. Give it a little bit of time, get tired, fatigued possibly, because the motivation is, the energy is placed in the beginning, but it doesn't remain. See, this is a problem, right? The solution comes later on in this paragraph. And then there's a much more detailed write-up later on here. Stressors of different kinds show up internally, externally. That prevents us from continuing forward. We get bored also. What is this? I'm going for a walk. I'm doing this. I want to exercise. I'm bored. I want something new. I want some novelty. That's a problem. That prevents us from going forward. Ambiguity. I'm not sure. Okay, I want to do this. Let me start doing it, and then we switch into something else. It's ambiguous. And competing rewards. You get a little bit of enjoyment from doing one activity like running or walking, and then you say, no, but I want to go to the restaurant also, so let me go back in my car and go to the restaurant. Stuff like that. Competing rewards. Lots of examples. This is being recorded here. You can then take the recording and do a lot of things with that. I'll also put in additional examples and whatnot. But I don't want to cover too much material. I want to make sure these points are clear. Now, so motivation and vision, these are both problems in that. Now, even a robust self-concept. It's good to have a robust self-concept, especially one built on identity affirmation. One is a strong identity, etc., can become fragile when confronted with failure signals. There's things that can damage or distort our self-concept, our good self-esteem even. Failure signals, social comparison, environmental disruption. All of those, comparing with others, we get into a comparison with others, and then our concept gets damaged. We are not successful at times, so that diminishes our self-concept. Changes in the environment, family environment, outside world environment, etc., that damages or that changes our self-concept. You see, so because it depends on ongoing confirmation. It's the self-concept that is dependent on ongoing confirmation to remain emotionally convincing. The person needs to be confirmed all the time. Okay, but from others, from social life, from family life, then the self-concept is good. Now, there's a level beyond that, obviously. So when self-regulation is anchored primarily in identity, this is who I am, or inspiration, this is what I feel called to do, it becomes vulnerable to ordinary fluctuations in mood, physiology, and context. A lot of fluctuations happen in emotionally, mood-wise, changes in the physical function of the body and also the context of one's life. What does that do? That changes our self-concept. It changes our self-regulation. It changes our sense of identity. Changes our sense of feeling good about oneself. So you can see motivation, vision, and self-concept, just having them, they do not stabilize, and in fact cannot stabilize mastery because of the changes that keep happening. I hope these points are clear. This is a bit advanced in some sense, but I hope you're following along. Otherwise, please, I'll go over it again if you want me to. Do ask about it. Now, in contrast, self-mastery depends on a more durable mechanism. Disciplinary consistency. So write this down. So there's a couple of words to write down for today: motivation, vision, self-concept. Then write down the word initiation, and then write down these two words: disciplinary consistency. What is disciplinary consistency? The reliable execution of chosen actions across time, regardless of internal variability. This is our hour at a time concept. Is it happening in our life? Sachin has chosen that at 8 o'clock on Tuesday evenings, USA, EST, the Angel Wings online personal transformation program is going to go on, come what may. Unless there's an emergency or for some internet issue or something like that, this is not going to be changed until all 7 years are done. That's a very clear decision in my mind, come what may. So many things happen in life, let them happen. So many things are going on in the world, let it happen. This is not going to change. It's not going to change at all, right? So what is that disciplinary consistency? So this is our year number 3. I'm just using it as an example, not as an ego boost or anything like that. I've chosen this action at 8 o'clock sharp. Meditation begins, 10-minute meditation, and then presentation begins, and then conversation, discussion. So look at the definition there in parentheses. Disciplinary consistency. Do we have that? If we do not have that, there is no way to open the door into self-mastery. It can never be opened. All the time we'll be shifting around because of all these reasons: failure, boredom, stress, ambiguity, this, that, different thoughts, different emotions. It'll all be mixed up. We have to develop disciplinary consistency. Disciplinary consistency is the reliable execution of chosen actions. I've chosen my actions. Use I and mine. Perfectly okay. For self-esteem, self-boost. It's not an ego trip. Must use the pronoun I in this to strengthen the good ego. I am going to do this presentation at 8 o'clock every Tuesday. Use the I. Again, just be careful about the ego and all that. That shouldn't come into the picture. But it is a way of strengthening one's choice. I have to choose my life. Nobody can choose it for me. Who can choose my life? Who can choose what I should be doing in the next 1 hour? Nobody, except me. And the guidance, I may get guidance from others. I can get inspiration from others. I can get motivated from others. Even I can have my own motivation. But the choice is mine, and then the execution is mine. And not only the execution, the reliable execution consistently. Consistent execution of what I've chosen. Is that happening? How much is it happening? Why is it not happening? And see, it is happening across time. Ultimately, when there's sustained self-mastery, 24 hours there's mastery. That is you're an enlightened being if that happens. When that not if, it will happen. As long as we don't back off, it will happen. Don't back off. Right? So this disciplinary consistency, this definition is describing what is disciplinary consistency. And how to get there we'll talk about in just a moment. But this consistency, it's disciplinary consistency which substitutes repeatable structure for emotional intensity. Emotions change. Sometimes I feel like doing this and sometimes I feel like doing that, and this, I'm just jumping around, right? So repeatable structure. I develop a structure. I get up at, let's say, Sachin gets up at 5 o'clock every day. Sachin does a 7 o'clock program every day. I'm just using myself as an example. You have to use yourself. Consistency. Having right meals at the right time. Exercising properly. With a lot of good happiness and inner strength. So our goal this year is to develop disciplinary consistency. Let's talk about this now a little bit further. I'm trying to stop the screen share here. First of all, disciplinary consistency cannot happen when there are imbalances. If there are imbalances, fix them. Get it balanced. Maybe there's an imbalance in the physical body. Exercise may be required. Medications are required. Meditations, religious work, breathing exercise. I mean, whatever is needed to fix the imbalance, fix it.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
You said some points to write down.
Yes.
Can you just repeat it?
Yes. I'm going to do a screen share. Okay, here's the points. Okay, give me just a moment here. Please, it is my humble request to all of you, please keep a notebook. Please write these things, because writing is extremely important. Write these words down. Write down the word motivation. Just write these words down. Just put asterisks or bullet points. Vision and self-concept. These 3 points here. Motivation, vision, self-concept. Or you can even write this sentence down if you want. This might even be a better idea. Why motivation, vision, and self-concept cannot stabilize mastery. And I will send this paragraph in the WhatsApp chat. Actually, I'll do it right now, in fact, so I won't forget about it. Give me just a second here. Where are we? Okay, I'm putting it in the WhatsApp group, and then I'll send it by email also to all of you. Right. So just give me just a second here. Okay, so I just sent that in WhatsApp. All right. So you this paragraph, I just sent it in WhatsApp, but write it down anyway. Motivation, vision, and self-concept cannot stabilize mastery. We think we can, and this is a mistake actually. Many people think we can. It's not the case. Then write down initiation, these bullet points, and disciplinary consistency. There are 2 bolded terms right there. Write it down, please. Just make bullet points and get it clear. And this week, from today's the 17th of February until the 24th of February, this is what we're going to work on. We're going to actually work on this in developing disciplinary consistency. It does not mean we're throwing away motivation, vision, and self-concept. No, we are integrating them into disciplinary consistency. Once we have disciplinary consistency, these 3 come right along. I really hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, please definitely ask about it. Okay, now, disciplinary consistency, I hope you've written that down. The question is going to be, how do we develop that?
Thank you.
Sure. How do we develop? It's not hard to develop. It's actually quite straightforward. It's a matter of having a vision of what I want to do for the while we're awake, because we don't have control over what happens at nighttime, not yet at least. Maybe in the future sometime, but not yet. We have control over what we want to do, what we can do during the daytime. So disciplinary consistency means literally create a decisional framework to say, I'm going to get up at this time. I would suggest start with waking up at the same time every day for this next week. Maybe it's 6 a.m., maybe it's 5 a.m., ideally before sunrise. But if you cannot do that, all right, no problem. Select a time, maybe it's 7 a.m. I would strongly suggest not to sleep beyond 7 a.m. It's bad for health. It's bad for mindset, it's bad for energy. But if it happens sometimes, you are really up late or something, even if you're up late, try to still wake up at that time. And then go back and then take a little nap later on in the afternoon or something. Getting up at the same time every single day without any deviation for 6 months will transform the entire mind-brain-body connection tremendously without missing a single day. But we have to start with 1 week first. So this is our first practical exercise. Very simple. Do not change the time. Put it on Alexa reminder, put it as an alarm on your phone. And how do you do that? Keep a spray bottle with you. Okay, and when the alarm comes, you'll be awake. You'll hear the alarm. Spray your face 3 times with the spray water, and get up immediately and go into the bathroom and start the morning routine. Don't even give it a second thought. This will build discipline. This is the first thing to do. Waking up at the same time that you have decided for 1 week. And then if you've done it for 1 week, do it for the next week. Don't you may need to make some modification, but it can't be, I don't feel like waking up now. I don't feel like doing this now. I can't. No. If you need to take a little nap later on, fine. But this is how our system gets consistent. Our mind becomes powerful by taking an action consistently. This is first action. Okay, now, what about other things, about exercising? So all other actions you are on your own. Again, the more consistent we are, the better off we're going to be. We cannot reach self-mastery without discipline. It's never, ever going to happen. It never has happened in anybody's life, and it never will happen. Discipline. Be clear about energy loss, energy wastage, time loss, these things we've talked about the last 2 years. So all of that has to be kept in mind so that our energy flow is the best quality. So getting up in the morning, this is first thing. Then again, deciding what should I be eating. Again, you cannot eat the same thing every day. You have to have variety. Another second exercise, make sure you've planned out for this week what you're going to eat. Not every single meal, but have enough material in the fridge, maybe some things from outside you'll get, that the right quantity for the best health. Point number 2, right quantity of food, the right amount for the best health. This is second point, which includes food, water, soft drinks, or whatever it is. That I cannot tell you, but that you have to figure that out. And you can use AIs for that. You can put your whole medical history and everything inside. The AI will give you all kinds of analysis and recommendations about food and everything. It's free. Most of it is free. If you have a paid version, that's even a little better. But it's free. You can use Copilot. You can use Google. You can use... there's a lot of tools are available, right? GPT-5 is available. Free version is available. It's all the information is available. If you're not sure, talk to your PCPs if you want, whatever. But the AIs are also fairly good, right? Find out, what should I be eating this week? What I should not be eating. And again, my humble request: if you're smoking, find a way to stop. There's quit programs. There's all kinds of ways. Alcohol, keep it very limited. If you're going to use alcohol, better not to drink at all. But if you're going to drink, be very careful. Don't do anything extreme, right? So what we're putting into the body is a machine, folks. It is a biochemical, bioelectric mechanism. We are not to put garbage inside our body. We're not to put material inside our body that is unhealthy, that is going to damage the body. That doesn't belong there. And Sachin's humble recommendation, this is just my own personal recommendation, don't drink alcohol. It's a poison. That's all it is. You can talk to any doctor, look it up. It has no value at all, and it has no benefit at all. So why drink it? Just for that, if it damages the body, it damages the mind, it damages it's not going to help us. Cigarettes, it's not helpful, right? So this is the second thing. What are we putting inside? We get a little bit of a taste experience. Maybe it has some effect. Is it healthy for me? Body is a great gift from God, if you believe in God or nature. Body is not to be abused, misused. This is the second point. What modification do I need to make with my diet so my health is better? I may be taking medicines, maybe doing the diet. That's the second point. Third thing is about movement. This is what Dr. Chaitanya has talked about, the 7 pillars of the health and wellness. There's a lot of information we've given, and we're also trying to apply ourselves. And whatever Sachin is presenting here, I'm trying to apply these myself. I have to apply it, and I'm trying to apply it. If I don't apply it, it's just a lot of words. It might help others, it won't help me. Right? So 2 points. Wake up at the same time for this week. Decide, make a decision this evening sometime or whatever your time, make a decision after we're done what time to wake up, and don't back off. There might be a day or two you may feel like I just can't get up. Yes, you can get up. Keep a spray bottle. Spray your face a couple of times. Go and take a shower. brush your teeth, take a shower, and then do a little bit of meditation, prayer, whatever you do in the morning. And if you really do have to lie down for a while, lie down for a while again. But get up at the same time. Unless there's some health issue going on or something like that, right? Very, very powerful. It has a lot of benefit. Okay, that's the second point. And the second point is, what are we putting in the mouth? Is it healthy for me? Body is a machine. So write this point down. My body is a machine. Garbage doesn't belong in it. That's all. It's very, very, very simple. There's nothing complicated about it. And I'm using a little stricter tone here because we are damaging our body by putting material inside the body that doesn't belong. Eating too much, all kinds of things, and drinking all kinds of things that really are imbalancing the physiology of the body. Get it cleaned up. Don't waste any more time. I'm telling myself, and I'm doing it. Sachin is also been doing it, and is going to continue to do this. That's the second point. These are the two exercises, two disciplines, consistent discipline. Our program is application. If we don't apply a lot of big ideas, a lot of theories, it has no meaning. It has no meaning at all. It means nothing. We can attend nutrition classes. We can attend a lot of seminars on nutrition. So what? What is the application? It's so simple, actually. Application is not hard. The concept, you can have a 10-hour seminar on nutrition and not change eating habits, not change anything, and keep taking medicines and keep getting stuck and keep getting just emotionally trapped. Emotional eating and all that thing. Recognize it. Food is a medicine. Hippocrates said that. Let food be thy medicine. These are the 2 points this week. We're keeping it very simple. We're keeping it very straightforward. There's nothing complicated about this. Wake up at the same time this week. Set it up. Alarm. And keep a spray bottle, because when water hits the face, you'll wake up right away. And then start your morning routine. And then if you need to rest it later on, fine. And do that without break. Don't back off from it. See the magic that happens. And then you do it for another week. If you do it for 6 months, my God. Just waking up at the same time for 6 months is fantastic. Don't back off. The nighttime is not there to be stuck in that REM madness. Rapid eye movement. People just, I wanted to sleep more. Why do you want to sleep more? More chaos? You need 6 hours of sleep or 5 hours or whatever the hours of sleep you need, whatever you need. Maybe you sleep take a nap in the afternoon if you want. Whatever, but don't oversleep. We generally tend to sleep too much. Eat too much. Right? So balancing the body, mind, brain, etc. has to do with these 2 points. Waking up consistently and making a decision, what should I be putting in my body? A 5th grade student can understand this. A 3rd grade student can understand this. You don't need 10 PhDs or anything like that. This is as straightforward as it can be. Now, of course, with food and all that, there's always flexibility. Don't be rigid with the food. Don't do extreme things. It's the right harmony, the balance, the right diet. The AIs can help with setting up the entire schedule for what should be eaten: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything. It'll give you the entire layout. We have technology now available. A lot of it is free. It's amazing what it can do. Make use of it. It's only useful if it's practical somehow. These are the points for today. All right, so I'm going to close here. And then I promised I will not cover too much material. But it's not about my covering material. It's about taking a couple of points, maybe 1, maybe 2, at the most 3, and applying them. And application is where mastery lives. It doesn't live in theories. It doesn't live in concepts. It doesn't live in a lot of big flowery language. It lives in application. Transformation happens through application. These are the points presented today with a lot of love and affection for all of you. We will continue on this further later. I'm going to stop my recording here and give you a chance to make some comments.